I think we're good. I don't know. I think it's going to start as a new stream. I think. Give me a sec. If you guys could kindly repost this brand new stream. Fuck. Are we live right now? Are we? Or is it just completely dead? Good lord. Let's see if it'll go ahead and kick on. Oh, stream connected. Are we live on Pilled? Are we live on Pilled? Look at that. We're live on Pilled. We're back. Hey, looky there. Fuck yeah. Alright. Alright. Let's see if we're live. Okay. Took a sec. Alright. So not too terrible. I was able to stay in there. I did not start with locals this time, so hopefully I'm back. Guys, repost this, please. That is a thing that we're going to talk about tomorrow. I'm going to repost this. Had to start a new stream. Because tech issues. Rumble tech issues. Software. Okay. So if you could repost this stream, guys, if you're watching. I don't know if anybody's watching right now. Doesn't look like anybody is. Everybody went away. Hooray. Thank you, Rumble. Do better. Can we do Red or Rumble? I'll just stop streaming to locals, because locals is fucking gay anyways. I know people like locals. I appreciate those that watch on locals and those that subscribe, because we do have like 2, sometimes 3 people that subscribe over there in the dozerden.locals.com, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I really do. Hopefully people find their way back to the show, because it's really annoying. It is really annoying. I'm going to be talking about this tomorrow. Man, let me get on to X and fix this crap. Give me a sec. It'll take people a minute to find me again, probably. Excuse me. Waiting for people to come back in here. If anybody is, going to. Whatever. It's going to be a shorter stream tonight anyway, so we're 33 minutes into an hour and a half long stream. Here we go. Posting on the X machine. Gonna pin this up to the top. Pin it to the top. That's what we'll do. Pin anyways. Yes, I will. Maybe got 4 people watching on the Rumbles. If you're back, say hi in the chat. I'm going to be cutting the stream off at around 10:30, 10:45, something like that. Honestly, part of it is so that I can get the hours from this stream into this month's total. Because if I go past 11, it'll roll into the next month. And I don't want to do that today. I really don't. I want to get them in this month. And I have work in the morning, and I've been up since early this morning. So I don't really think I need to be going for a very late stream tonight. Well, let's wet our whistle, guys. Like I tried to do 5 seconds ago, or 5 minutes ago. Roses are red, sugar is used to sweeten Gordon Ramsay's dwarf porn star lookalike found dead in Badger Den, half eaten. Oh my goodness. And also, we have cute kitties. Cute kitties, the world's deadliest, quote-unquote, and then cat. Check it out, guys. Enjoy the cuteness. Malicious cuteness. Cat. There he is. He's cute. vicious. Look at that adorable little bastard. Got itself a bird. Man. Sorry about the tech issues, guys. It did the thing that I said it might do. Gave you another repost, but that's the last one. Well, thank you, Selva. I appreciate that. You know what? That's understandable. I'm not even mad. Not even mad. You're right. You're right to feel that way. Okay? What happened was I clicked stream to locals as well. Locals only goes for 30 minutes, and once it cut the local stream off, it cut everything else off. That's got to be what's going on, because the past few times that I've done the locals as well, it does that. Until they get that fixed, I'm not going to be having a live stream video for 30 minutes on locals. I will have the live chat with the link to the Rumble channel there on locals, but I will not have a live stream until they get that figured out, and I will bring that up to Vivian tomorrow whenever we're talking in our Zoom call when I get home from work. Thankfully, we got it figured out. Time zones are hard, guys. It said 4 p.m. Mountain MDT, which I thought was mountain time, which I thought would have meant 3 p.m. here, but it's actually 5 p.m. here. So we're good. It'll be all right. Hopefully we can talk about some things that can be a productive 30-minute conversation. She said, from the sound of it, they're going to do like a walkthrough of Studio, the new Canvas beta. So hopefully I'll get some things figured out. I have questions. I have concerns. The audio compression thing being the biggest issue. That is my biggest issue. It has been my biggest issue for 244 streams here on Rumble. Because, well, I had that one stream that I used Meld because I was desperate. It took me an hour to start the show. Looks like things are running again. We got most of the people that were watching, I think, back in here. 10 lovely, lovely killdozers. The thing is, we have so many people streaming right now. And I do appreciate those that watch after the stream. Those that watch after the live, you guys are freaking awesome. Thank you. Cat. Nomming away. I don't think Domino could do that. It's an adorable little son of a gun. No. That's not a big cat. You lie, BBC. You lie. How dare they? How dare they lie to us? Can't believe it. Oh, I forgot to mention. Guys, did you know that there is another way to donate? You can bypass the app processing. You can do Venmo or Cash App. That's right. That's right. There are other options. Where are they at? Where are they at? There's a Venmo. Bam. And we'll move it over here. There's a Venmo if you want to donate directly to the Dozer Den household, or Cash App. Bam. Let's put you right there. You know what? You know what? Oh, shoot. Didn't want to move the live chat. Go over there. No. What happened? Ah! There's that. Wonder when it happens when I pull it back up. Still small. Got to figure out ways to set those sizes. Darn it. That's what I got to do. I got to figure that out. Yeah, when the sound's bad, I can't enjoy being stoned and watching as much in the DJ day. Yeah, it's completely unacceptable that it's still a problem. I've got my little thing that I can do where I download and upload. I can do that. I can. Takes me a little bit longer, but I want to make sure you guys are having a good experience, especially on Saturdays, because that's the chill stream and the hangout stream. That's all for you guys. And every episode I do, I do it all for you. Ran out of soda. I had to have something fizzy and cold. So it was a Jack Daniel's Down Home Punch. Punch, not pinch. Weird. Do you guys know we're going back to the moon tomorrow? Excuse me. Going to the moon for the first time tomorrow. My bad. Nah. Artemis.
NASA's Artemis 2 mission, gearing up to launch from Kennedy Space Center, sending
on for the first human moon mission in more than 50 years.
You guys think we're going to see an explosion? I hope not, but do you think we're going to?
The countdown to NASA's highly anticipated return mission to the moon now less than 36 hours away.
What baffles my mind is that there's not much talking, there's not much coverage of this. Where's the coverage of the fact that we're apparently going to the moon? We're not going to be landing there, we're just going around it. We're doing a flyby.
3, 2, 1.
Tomorrow. And apparently the weather conditions look good. They're not going to cancel it again, guys. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed they don't cancel it again. I hope they don't. They probably will, though. What is up, CW? Good to see you, buddy. Can't believe you got blocked. I told him. CW's the lovable retard. Well, apparently he didn't like you very much, CW. No, but understand the troubles you can have with streaming. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Selva. That's very nice of you. They're gonna fake an alien thing this mission. Probably. You know what? Even if it's fake, you know what? At least it will be entertaining. I'll take the entertainment. Yeah, I will. CW said, "Fuck that guy." Sometimes CW, you do go hard. Sometimes you go hard. But honestly, what I was seeing, you weren't being that rough. You were pretty damn tame. I was like, I'm never gonna block your ass, CW. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get into it. I do have to keep it a little bit short tonight, guys. I do have an early morning work day, and I've been up since early this morning doing work stuff and taking kids to school and all that good stuff. So, let's go ahead and dive into the first topic: alien human hybrids. Matt Gaetz told all to Benny Johnson. Now, whether or not it's true, I don't know. But I think it's interesting, gosh darn it. I do think it's interesting. And we're going to scroll down to it, and we're going to listen to this interaction, gosh darn it.
That are not human,
Pause.
that have...
What? There we go. X has been struggling a little bit today, guys, just a little bit. Let's listen to Matt Gaetz on Benny Johnson, talking about stuff and things and stuff, considering alien-human hybrids. Guys, do you want your chance to be part of the alien-human hybrid breeding program? Are you looking for some of those giant green alien boobies? Well, it's not Christy Noem's husband.
I think the most important information will be the biologics that are not human, that...
Why do they keep calling them biologics? I get it, but I also don't kind of don't like it. Just call them aliens or other terrestrials.
Have been discovered. And like even some of the briefings that aren't classified just need to be out in the public. I mean, I had someone come and brief me who was in a military uniform, worked for the United States Army, that was briefing me on the locations of hybrid breeding programs where...
Okay, so how do you know you're not being a useful idiot for the government and they're giving you false information, lies to get you to discredit you? That's my question. He's butthead in real life. I can't unsee that.
Captured aliens were breeding with humans to create some hybrid race that could engage in intergalactic communication. An actual uniformed member of the United States Army briefed me on that.
I mean, sometimes people in the Army do drugs. I'm just saying. This could be legit. It could be. I kind of hope it is. And you see some really interesting looking folks, especially in places of power, that, you know, they kind of look like they might be alien hybrids. You never know.
Non-human biologics, interracial alien mating. What the F is going on? Look, wait a second. You had whistleblowers tell you this kind of thing? Can you please unpack that?
I had a guy who was
I guess you could say that pussy is otherworldly.
Uniform,
or that alien dick is otherworldly.
He was a senior enlisted
Maverick Gaming?
With the United States Army. Came
Guys,
into my office
in
Crestview, Florida, in a non-classified setting. I had members of my staff there, and what they explained is that the military ran a very secret program where aliens that were living...
Which branch of the military? I need to know more, Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz, you can't just drop this, okay? You can't drop this with 2 minutes. I need to probably go to the full conversation. This is probably not enough. I probably need to find the full clip. This is like 2.5 minutes. We're going to do a little bit of research. We're going to find a little bit more because I have questions and I need answers. I need answers, Mr. Gaetz. You can't just drop this bomb and not elaborate, okay? Okay, the more Matt says, the more he seems like butthead.
Were enforced breeding programs with humans that had been abducted from war zones, and
don't forget to smash that like button
from even the caravans of migrants.
Aliens breeding with illegal aliens. Haha.
Now, again, I didn't verify this, but what
Well, then what the fuck are you talking about? You didn't verify it? Well, then, so someone just said, this is just, somebody said, this is hearsay. Objection, hearsay.
what the whistleblower was telling me is that there were like between 6 and 12 locations around the country where this happened, and what he wanted was a group members of Congress to all show up at the same time at all of these different locations so that any of those activities could not be moved. And of course, it's a physical impossibility to get members of Congress to simultaneously show up at like 8 locations at
What, they can't spawn in the same spot?
one time. And so that never occurred.
Like evil creatures in a video game? We need them all to spawn in one spot, okay?
What do you mean non-human biologics? Like this?
Well, that was the testimony of David Grush before the House Oversight Committee,
Yeah.
which I joined, and the testimony was that in crashes of craft that
I mean, this has been a thing. They introduced this terminology, and this has entered into our vernacular now. So people are saying non-human biologics, NHIs, non-human intelligence. Okay, like,
been recovered by the CIA and through a special program that the
Spawn
CIA
snipers are
had for
bad.
crash recovery. That it wasn't
snipers
just
are bad.
the hard
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy that waits for the player to spawn in and then you kill him.
materials. It was
That's what a spawn sniper is, right? I understand that. I'm not a gamer, like an online gamer or anything, but I think I got that right? Did I understand the context of spawn sniper, CW? NHIs, Galians. Galians. I think they're other terrestrials. I don't think they're from outer space. I think they're from here, or interdimensional.
also
That used to be here, but then figured out a way to transverse.
biologics, but that they couldn't
Where
identify
I'm
a human source of those biologics.
How about you? Let's do a little bit of searching here. Let's do a little bit of searching. And we might do a Massey Minute reading through The Absolute Destruction of Dan Bongino by Thomas Massey. Because Thomas Massey mopped the fucking floor with Dan Bongino. You can like Dan Bongino all you want, but you gotta acknowledge he got outclassed by Thomas Massey today. And his receipts showed his receipts that he had of where he called Massey. Massey's like, bro, what's up with your time zones? Why does it show that you're in the Middle East or Israel? And that was kind of weird. Why? Why is that your timestamps, Danny? What is that? What are you... Everything's fake and gay, guys. Everything's fake and gay. I don't believe anything can travel space. Well, that's the thing. Physical space might be a little bit tougher, unless you can do wormholes or interdimensional. Interdimensional. It's a possibility. Yes, we are light years away from the nearest star, but you fold it. You fold the space like a taco. Soft taco, okay? Poke a hole. 2 points. Much closer together now. Instead of spread out. You got, wasn't Gates supposed to be the Attorney General? Yeah, he should have been. He should have been. It would have been a hell of a lot better than Scam Blondie. I don't give a shit about anything that he had going on, like drama going on in the background. There was no evidence that he had inappropriate relations with a minor. There's if they would have had it, they would have roasted his ass. No. Sun is 30 years of flying time by airliner. Let's go. Let's take off. That's why I said physical space, like traveling through our traditional methods, no, not possible. I do believe that there are more advanced civilizations that have been on this planet that might know more than us. That's my thought. But I'm just, speculating. I'm going to go to Benny Johnson's X page and see if we can't find a little bit longer clip about the aliens. Aliens! Scrolling. That's what we do. Scrolling. Oh, shit. NASA Administrator Jarek Isaacman says there's a 90% chance we may discover life on Mars. Saying that there's probably microbial life on Mars. Well, I mean, with the extremophiles that we have on this planet, yeah. Yeah, it's spelled Gaetz, I believe, yeah. Really, honestly, though, like I think I said this the other day, I think, honestly, if you want to figure out new methods of propulsion, this guy's ears. This guy's ears. Just flap away, sir. Flap away. Get us there. You'll make SpaceX look like child's play if you just put those ears to use, good sir. Put those ears to use. Get us to Mars with those ears, Mr. Dumbo, sir. Okay? You can do it. I believe in you. I believe that you are capable of doing this. Get to it, sir. Flap away. Flap, flap. Flap, flap. I'm a jerk. Okay? He can't fix that. Well, he probably could with surgery. He makes enough money. Works for the government. Spock. A little bit. But apparently Artemis 2 will lift off and fly around the moon tomorrow. Well, it's going to take a couple days, right? Didn't it take like 2 days to get to the moon, supposedly? Let me do some scrolling here. All about the moon for Benny. NASA administrator flying over. Okay. Benny does a little bit of propaganda. A little bit. Not a lot, but a little. Let me see if I can get down here. Where is that clip at? Oh, it's all just, that's all he's posting about. It's literally all Benny Johnson is posting about. I want more. I want more on the damn alien stuff. Ah, here we go. This isn't alien-human hybrids, but we got an interesting clip of him about those videos.
There's classified stuff that you've seen that you can't talk.
There we go. Gates was nominated by Attorney General November 2024. Might have been crazy enough to prosecute someone. I know, right? That would have been really cool. That would have been really cool if we had somebody outside the establishment that would have been able to hold people to account in both parties. Because guess what, guys? Yeah, it's both parties that are doing some nefarious shit. It's not just the Democrats. Probably a lot more Democrats doing a lot more nefarious shit, but yeah. Still no Steve Harvey. I know, CW. I know, and I'm sorry. Sorry. I've slept since then. I'm going to write it in big letters. Steve Caps. And thank you to all those that subscribe and those that gift subs. You guys are freaking Chads. Emote. I've circled it. I'm starring it. I'm going to do it by the next stream. By Thursday, CW, Steve Harvey will be in the Dozer Den channel. By the way, if you haven't followed the channel yet, follow the channel. What's up, Ever Eden? Good to see you. All of DC is balls deep in Epstein Island. Yep. Yep, it's all of them. It's most of the all of the establishment. Massey was saying the other day that there's 30 good ones. There's 30 good Republicans that are actually trying to push against the establishment, and there's 30 that are kind of like, I'd like to be on your side, but I kind of got to survive, so I kind of got to deal with these guys, and then the rest of them are just garbage. That's probably an accurate analysis. It probably is. And that's one of the reasons they probably won't ever let Massey be president, because he calls out both sides. Can't have that. Can't have somebody looking for actual solutions.
Okay, so there's classified stuff that you've seen that you can't talk about. What if that was declassified? Trump says he's going to declassify it. What if that was declassified? What would happen with the American public?
I don't think I've seen probably some of the.
I love this video because it's like, what the hell is that? This thing was just flying away, got hit by a Hellfire missile, and then 3 other ones popped out of it and flew in formation behind it.
Interesting stuff to declassify. Again, I think that if the things I've seen were declassified, the public's questions would be around how this technology exists that can do some of these things. And
Globbies.
If we don't have it, and if we don't believe anyone else on Earth has it, where do we think it came from?
I think it's entities that we're not aware of that are present on this planet or on the other side of the veil, possibly. Something like that. That's what I think. I think we have other terrestrials that are interacting with us now, and I think we're getting to a point where they're like, "You guys, we need to actually start obviously interacting with you." That's what I kind of think.
think those would be the questions.
So it's like space age
JD Vance says they're demons.
technology that
I don't know how to feel about that.
like,
I think there are demons, but I don't think it's that. I think demons are more of like the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim that have been there since since millions of years ago, probably.
like would break our brains.
It would not be anything that you know exists on Earth.
And you've seen that in classified settings.
I've seen things in classified settings that are not explainable with the technology we know is available, and I'm pretty well versed in.
I thought they said a Hellfire missile is what hit that thing. Air to ground anti-armor missile. Maybe it wasn't a Hellfire missile. I could have misspoken, Sartorius. My apologies. Steve Harvey is fake too. Probably. He's Mr. Potato Man.
That I was on the arms.
Thanks for coming back, Hamburglar Helper. That was a Rumble Canvas beta. If you cast the live stream to locals, and you can only go 30 minutes like a basic bitch like myself, then it'll cut off every other stream too. I think we started back on Pilled.
Services Committee
Pretty sure we did.
8 years.
Sorry,
I sat on the Emerging Threats Subcommittee that oversaw everything going on in cyberspace, had access to DARPA and the projects they were working on, had special compartmentalized clearance that is above the clearance of just a regular congressional briefing.
Wow.
And so I even got to see things that other members of Congress didn't get to see that weren't on the Armed Services Committee.
I'm ready, guys. I'm freaking ready. Bring them on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, wait a second. We got another one? Let's do this one too. Why not? Fuck it. Well, why don't we just have the whole clip? Where's this whole clip at? Our whole video, whole interview. Let's do that.
Had access to, sat on the Emerging Threats Subcommittee that oversaw everything going.
The Emerging Threats, the ET Committee. Emerging Threats, really? It's the ET Committee? You fuckers.
Going on in cyberspace, had access to DARPA and the projects they were working on, had special compartmentalized clearance that is above the clearance of just a regular congressional briefing.
Wow.
And so I even got to see things that other members of Congress didn't get to see that weren't on the Armed Services Committee.
Wow. Do you believe that the American military is using that technology, studying or using or trying to develop that technology?
I followed closely the commentary of people who discussed the reverse engineering theories that as we acquired technology that we were not familiar with, we transmitted that technology to Lockheed Martin so that they could reverse engineer some of the plasma propulsion concepts that we'd observed, and perhaps even some of the stealth concepts. That's been chronicled in a number of books. And
0 point energy, damn it. Bring it.
I study that literature, and I'm, when you look at the fusion of the defense contractors with the actual military, it is very believable to me that this would be something that would be existing as much in the defense contract.
And really quick, thank you to my monthly subscribers on Pilled, on the dozerden.locals.com, and on Rumble. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you for the continued support. And to those who are able to donate on a regular basis through Rumble, Rants, Venmo, Cash App, or gift and subs, appreciate the hell out of you guys. You guys rock. Helps out every couple weeks covering a bill here or there. Can't tell you how much that means to me that strangers on the internet would shower this show with your love.
Space, as in the actual military space.
So you believe that the U.S. military has taken advantage of alien technology, potentially?
Yeah, I believe that the United States military has benefited from the acquisition of technology and the reverse engineering of that technology. Do I know its origin from aliens or out of space? I just know it's not something that is indigenous to our own defense ecosystem.
And see, that right there makes me think it's stuff that's here. The way they've been saying it recently makes me think it's civilizations that have been here for millions of years or hundreds of thousands of years that survived the last cataclysm through some means, and they're interacting with us. That's what makes me think it's other terrestrial, or the crypto-terrestrial hypothesis, which I only learned about after watching Timothy Alberino on with Michael Knowles. I was calling them other terrestrials.
Ecosystem.
But yeah, right up my alley, guys. Right up my alley. Let's get into the next topic, though. We've got another topic to discuss. We're going to talk a little bit about Israel being assholes to Catholics. I'm a Catholic. I take it personally. Fuck you, Israel. Kept the Cardinal Pizzaballa. You have to say it just like that. A name like that, you have to say it very stereotypically Italian. Cardinal Pizzaballa. Look at that right there. Right there. There's the Pizzaballa. Yeah, kept first of all, they didn't let worship occur on Palm Sunday. And so they were like, all right, we get it. Active war. Fine. Even though it's never happened in 1,000 years. Never happened. Whatever. Palm Sunday, pretty big day for Catholics. We do the whole Passion. We read through it. Big thing with Catholicism is the shaming, right? So when we're reading through the Passion, you've got the priest reads the part of Christ. The assistants, the ones that read the readings, they're doing like Pontius Pilate or the Sanhedrin or whatever. And then you have the congregation acts as the crowd, and the crowd is the one that was calling for the death of Christ and the freeing of Barabbas. Makes you feel like a piece of crap. That's the point. Good shaming of the Catholics. It's a pretty important, it's the Sunday before Easter, right? Sunday before Good Friday. This very important. And the Church of the Holy Sepulchre is where, it's where Christ was crucified, where he was, entombed and rose. And so it's a very important, one of the holiest sites, the pilgrimage point for Christians. And the Jews don't like that. And they said, you can't celebrate Palm Sunday. They shut everybody else down too, apparently. So it wasn't just Christians. So, okay, it shut everybody down for your safety. Just like with COVID, right? For your safety. I know, different scenario, but whatever. And then they said, fine, okay, we'll just go ahead. We'll avoid that. We won't go ahead and we won't do the whole thousands of people here. But later, they wanted to come and just pray in like a small group of them. Cardinal, a couple priests. They just wanted to go pray. A private gathering at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. And Israeli police said no and kept them from doing it. And rightfully, there was outrage. Many world leaders were pissed off. Mike Huckabee even got a little bit like, what the hell? But he wasn't outraged. And that's where I'll criticize the New York Post for saying he was outraged. He wasn't. He said it was an unfortunate incident. Mike Huckabee, go fuck yourself. You are a self-flagellating Christian that will just bend over backwards for the state of Israel at every fucking turn, and I have no respect for that. Absolutely no respect for a man or a Christian that will let a state stomp all over your faith. And Mike Huckabee, that's what you do every time you excuse what the state of Israel does to Christians. When you excuse Christians being spat on for preaching the gospel. When you excuse the fact that there is a large faction of the government there, the Knesset, that literally wanted to make it a jailable offense for preaching the gospel of Christ in Israel. No. Mike Huckabee, you are a pathetic man. And you know what? At least you should feel at home there in Israel as the ambassador. But you should have been a little bit more outraged. Should have actually shown the outrage in your statement rather than a lukewarm, oh, it was an unfortunate incident. No, you kept Catholics from doing what they do on one of the most holy days. One of the most important days. You didn't get mad about that, huh, Mikey? Fuck you, dude. No, I'm not okay with it. And I'm not okay with this crap. So we're going to talk about it. We have an article, guys. By the way, link to the article is in the description. What is up, Harry Toe? Good to see ya. Yeah, we had a bit of a technical hiccup earlier. We had the show going for 30 minutes, and then it cut off because I'm using Canvas beta. And when you stream to locals as well, it ends at 30 minutes, and then it cut everybody else off. All the other streaming software, streaming platforms were cut off as well. So sorry about the hiccup earlier, but we're here. We're going to be here for about another 30 minutes or so because I do have to cut it off a little bit before 11 o'clock tonight. Lady Dozer's getting home, and I'm going to be talking with her, and got to do some stuff around the house. Been up early. Been up since early this morning, and got to be up early tomorrow morning. So a little bit shorter show tonight, but to be fair, Huckabee needs help to roll over now. That's true. He's old as shit. Old as shit. The Whatever podcast is on Rumble now. On Sundays, last Sunday they went 9 hours and made around $6,000. Awesome. They do a good show. Good for them. Glad they get the exposure. You start to come over from another platform, your first stream on Rumble, and you get thousands and thousands of views. And I've made this comparison. Actually, my brother, Little Bro Dozer, he actually made this comparison. You know, if it's a small-time fighting league and you get a UFC fighter to come in and fight on your card, you're going to promote the hell out of that. You're going to put that person's face on it. All your advertising is going to be that face. And with the huge streamers coming onto a smaller platform, they're going to put them on the front page. It's just how it is. I get it. I understand it. I don't have to like it, though, do I? So you did gay stuff and gay stuff happened. Yes, exactly, Harry Toe. Gay stuff and gay stuff happened. It's it. I do like the Whatever podcast. I haven't watched it in a little while, but I used to. Let's look at an article here. Stop that. We'll do this. We have an article. The Israeli police said no to religion. Well, specifically Catholicism. Do you guys like my face being over there? Maybe we should move the live chat over here. Ooh, is that okay? Maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Let me take a look, actually, and see if it moves like I wanted it to right there. Kind of curious. I do like the customizability that is present with Canvas Beta. But do I like Tim Pool? I'm okay with Tim Pool since he's when he moved over to Rumble, I started watching him again. But I didn't watch Tim Pool for a good long while after the Eliza Blue and Jack Murphy stuff because he was honestly shitty to the chat. And then he just refused to stream to Rumble. And I'm like, well, if you're not going to stream to a alternative platform that's more free speech, I didn't feel like watching him. But since he's been on Rumble, I've been I've been watching a lot more since he's on Rumble. And thank you to Harry Toe 2 with that $5 Rumble rant. Got ourselves he said, "Grats on the Bongino ban." Thank you very much for that $5 Rumble rant. Appreciate the hell out of you. Very, very excellent. Excellent. $5 rant. Turning the chat yeller. Guys, it's pretty damn close to gold. And I do, indeed, love me some gold.
I love gold.
Did it play? Oh, it's real slow there. I don't think that's on me. I think that's on Rumble. Thank you for that $5 Rumble rant. I guess it's a $45 away from Fancy Hat Goal. We're, we got about 40 more minutes in the show. Can it happen? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. You tune in here, though. Well, I appreciate that, CW. Damn Hamburglar Helper says he's garbage. What, Dan Bongino or Tim Pool? It was funny. I did Rumble rant in on Timcast tonight about the Christy Noem's husband. Like, she stays strapped up. She calls him Miss Piggy while doing the Kermit voice. I'm wrong. I'm not right at all. Let me check out this. You know what? I like the live chat being over there. I'm going to keep it over there for now. We'll move it as needed. What is up, Neuro? Good to see you. Make sure you hit that follow, smash that thumbs up, and repost. Bacon. Thumb. Bacon. Thumb. Bacon. Thumb. Yeah, I'm not, but anyways. Fine with Tim Pool. I wait and FF through his chat. Yeah, I like watching Tim Pool since he's on Rumble. When he was still on YouTube, though, I stopped watching him as a matter of principle. So, if you're not going to stream to a more free speech platform, I will not watch. And I was very stubborn about it. I was very, very stubborn about it. But ever since he's been on Rumble, I pretty much watch every night because I tend to enjoy it. And when he had that idiot liberal chick on, the one that's just like a straight up, like, she acts like she's middle ground, but honestly, she's not. I think it's a facade to get you lulled into, and she was cute, so there's that. But don't trust commie titties, okay? Commie titties are not your friend. They're lying to you. They're lying to you. It was some fiery discussion though, so I was kind of I did like listening to the fiery discussion between the commie lady and Phil Labonte. Phil Labonte has some really, really cool takes. I like his addition to the show has been really, really good. Anyways, let's get into this, guys. Looking like the IDF. This is from NBC News. We will call out the bias when we see it. Israeli police block Catholic figures from Palm Sunday Mass at Jerusalem's Holy Sepulchre. The incident marks the first time in centuries Palm Sunday Mass couldn't be celebrated where many believe Jesus was crucified, according to the Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem. But no, Patriarchate. I have never seen that word. There it is. There it is. Sucks that commie titties are awesome. It does suck. Some of those commie titties are great. Just don't ever pay for them, okay? Don't ever pay for them. By Freddie Clayton and Matteo Moschella, world leaders have voiced concern after Israel police prevented Cardinal Pierbattista Pizzaballa. You have to say it just like that. A name like that requires Italian stereotypes. The Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem from entering the Church of the Holy Sepulchre on Sunday. Pizzaballa had attempted to travel to the church within Jerusalem's Old City with the Reverend Francesco Ieppo, the church's official guardian, to celebrate Palm Sunday Mass, according to the Latin Patriarchate of Jerusalem. It's said the two were stopped en route and compelled to turn back, marking the first time in centuries that Palm Sunday Mass could not be celebrated at the church, which is the holy site in Christianity, built where many believe Jesus was crucified. And rose. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said in a statement that police had intervened to block Pizzaballa out of special concern for his safety. Fuck you. Fuck you, Israel. The Israeli government, anyways. Assholes. Claiming that there was no malicious intent whatsoever. The statement noted that all holy sites in the Old City, which is home to Christian, Muslim, and Jewish sacred sites, were closed to worshippers when the war broke out with Iran in February. Well, maybe they shouldn't be. Iran has repeatedly targeted the holy sites of all three monotheistic religions in Jerusalem with ballistic missiles. In one strike, missile fragments crashed meters from the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, Netanyahu's office said. I thought we had a really, really fancy Iron Dome. Commie titties are like lesbian titties. They are both great and both toxic. Probably smell a little bit funny too. Just saying. Smell of patchouli. After widespread backlash, Netanyahu promised full and immediate access in a post on X. Freedom of worship will continue to be upheld, subject to necessary restrictions. Israel police said in a statement. Oh, that was not Netanyahu. I didn't need to do his voice. Early Monday, police said they had approved a limited prayer framework for the church in consultation with the Latin Patriarchate of Jerusalem. The formal Palm Sunday procession, which usually draws thousands of Christians, was canceled last week in line with a ban on large gatherings imposed by Israel, with the Latin Patriarchate citing restrictions imposed by the conflict. The Latin Patriarchate of Jerusalem said that two men were proceeding privately and without any characteristics of a profession or ceremonial act. It said the incident sets a grave precedent and disregards to the sensibilities of billions of people around the world who during this week look to Jerusalem. That is the case. U.S. Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee said Sunday on X, for the patriarch to be barred from entry to the church on Palm Sunday for a private ceremony is difficult to understand or justify. The most lukewarm response you'll ever see. It's like, I really don't like that you were stepping on my back with spiked shoes. Could you, like, it's probably, I really can't justify you stepping on my back with spiked shoes. Could you, maybe don't do that? Could you maybe not do that, please? Please, Daddy Netanyahu? Yes, it is absolutely the same as breathing for them, for the Israeli government. I agree, Chops. It's bad. Bad. Huckabee is asleep. He's old and he's tired. And, yeah. I hate the strong smell of soap people have, like laundry detergent or something. Is that patchouli? Maybe. I don't know. My statement prohibiting the Latin Patriarch of entering Church of the Holy Sepulchre on Palm Sunday. While all holy sites in the Old City are closed due to safety concerns for mass gatherings, including the Western Wall, Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and Al-Aqsa Mosque, let's actually go to this. Let's check this out real quick. Will it go there? No, it won't. Oh, he has a full statement. Let's see how much longer it is. I'll probably just go ahead and read it out to you. Al-Aqsa Mosque. The action today by the Israeli National Police to deny Latin Patriarch Cardinal Pier Battista Pizzaballa and 3 other priests from entering the church to offer a blessing on Palm Sunday is an unfortunate overreach. Unfortunate overreach, Huckabee says. Let's go ahead and remove. And we're going to start sharing this screen over here because I'm going to go ahead and highlight and show you guys what I'm talking about because I'm mad. Unfortunate overreach, he says. Already having major repercussions around the world, Homefront Command guidelines restrict any gatherings to 50 people or less. The 4 representatives of the Catholic Church were well below that restriction. Statements from the government of Israel indicate the action to prohibit Cardinal Pizzaballa entry to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre were for safety reasons. But churches, synagogues, and mosques throughout Jerusalem have met with restrictions of 50 or less. For the Patriarch to be barred from entry to the church on Palm Sunday for a private ceremony is difficult to understand or justify. Israel has indicated it will work with the Patriarch to accommodate a safe means of carrying out Holy Week activities. I agree with Josie, the redheaded libertarian, weak-ass response. Pussy. You're a fucking pussy. You are a pussy. I'm gonna say, as a Catholic, you, sir, are bitch made. There. Live posting on the X machine. Fuck Mike Huckabee. And fuck the government of Israel for doing what they're doing to Christians right now. Especially Catholics. Anyone pushing COVID-19 rules is a pussy. Right there. Right there. That is the energy that I'm about. Yes. Fuck these weak-ass men. Not literally. I'd be gay. Don't do that. But anyways. Let me bring the article back up, because we got more. But wait, there's more. Let's see. We already read through that. French President Emmanuel Macron condemned the decision. Oh, I'm not sharing. Damn me. There it is. Condemned the decision of the Israeli police on X, which he said joins a worrying series of violations of the status of the holy sites in Jerusalem. Look at that. France. Ahead of the incident, Pope Leo the 14th had opened his Palm Sunday address at the Vatican by emphasizing that his prayers were more than ever with the Christians of the Middle East. He reiterated the message in an ex-post after the incident without addressing the event directly. Italy's Deputy Prime Minister Matteo Salvini said the incident was unacceptable and offensive. I agree. I'm offended. While the country's foreign minister, Antonio Tajani, said he would summon the ambassador of Israel to obtain clarifications on what occurred. Stefan Siebert, Germany's ambassador to Israel, said on X that the incident was painful to all Christians, while the vice president of the European Parliament, Pina Piscierno, I think, said the incident constituted a grave, unprecedented, and unacceptable violation of religious freedom. Following the outcry, Netanyahu's office said the authorities would put together a plan to enable church leaders to worship at the holy site in the coming days, as the rest of Easter week is marked. Palm Sunday commemorates Jesus Christ's entrance into Jerusalem when his followers laid palm branches in his path. Yep. And we have palms, and we get palms every Palm Sunday. And Lady Dozer does the little braid thing with them and taught the girls how to do it as well, so they did their own too. Yes, Penis Siriano. That's close enough. Close enough. Saying that, why are we talking about pegging them? Are we back to the Christy Nome story about her husband that does the cross-dressing with the giant fake titties? I don't know. The other day, Bridget McCrone was at an event, and the choice of using a male translator was hilarious. Yeah, it was hilarious. I did see that. That was funny. That made me giggle. Oh, yes. The Rothschilds run the Vatican Bank? Probably. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Big C Catholic Church. I like my little, small Catholic churches. I like small congregations, smaller gatherings. I like, people being able to go and worship, especially on, Palm Sunday at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. I think they should be able to do that. I think I'm saying that correctly. I'm fairly sure I am. Yeah, it's a problem. Peg 'em like a cheap game in China. Oh no, little pegs, little toast. Yeah, but anyways, Huckabee is so gay. I have no love for the man, none at all. Speaking of love, guys, the Supreme Court. I love the Supreme Court today. They made a damn good ruling. So, a Colorado therapist, I believe, brought a case before them about conversion therapy. And Colorado had a ban on conversion therapy. What is conversion therapy, you may be asking? Well, that's where somebody who's gay or has gay feelings, gay tendencies, gay desires, seeks out a therapist that will help them get away from the gay, or at least process it to where they're not acting on their gay impulses. And if somebody wants to seek that out, they should be able to do so. Now, am I okay with people being electrocuted every time they have a gay thought? No. That's not okay. That's abusive. Don't do that. Am I okay with people seeking therapeutic treatment for something that causes them distress? Yes. If you want to seek that out, if your family wants your child to seek that out, they should be able to do so. But, does my church hate orthos? I don't believe so. I don't think my church hates anyone. I haven't gotten any hateful vibes off of my church. No, we're pretty chill. I mean, we don't like sin. That's just any Christian. But lobotomy is a great way to change a person. Jesus, CW. We're not doing that. But the U.S. Supreme Court strikes down Colorado's ban on conversion therapy. We are going to be probably finishing up after this article, guys. By the way, links to the articles are in the description. Should all be there because I restarted the stream exactly from this room, so we should be good. The Rothschilds have been making inroads on the Roman banking since the early 1800s, effectively complete control nowadays. I mean, yeah, sounds right. No, I'm fine with orthos. I actually like a lot of the little bit that I've read into them that seem to be pretty chill. Well, pretty based. I like them. The U.S. Supreme Court has ruled against a law in Colorado that bans so-called conversion therapy for lesbian, gay, and transgender people. It's sided 8-1 with a therapist from Colorado Springs who argued that the state's restrictions violated her free speech rights, guaranteed under the U.S. Constitution's First Amendment. True. Conversion therapy, which professional and health associates denounce. Who pays them? Who pays them? Hassan Piker shocks his dog every time he has a gay thought. His dog, instead of his dog barking regularly, his dog went, woof. Chuck the gay away. It's so fucked up. Anyways. Yeah, weak people do that. Conversion therapy, let's see. The announcement some religious conservatives promote, it's the BBC, that's why, aims to encourage lesbian, gay, and transgender people to change their sexual orientation or gender identity. If they want that, they should be able to seek that. The justices ruled that lower courts had erred by failing to apply sufficiently rigorous scrutiny to restrictions on free speech. Kaylee Childs, a licensed counselor and practicing Christian, it's spelled horribly, damn you Brits, in Colorado Springs, argued the ban in her state interfered with her ability to treat individuals with same-sex attractions or gender identity confusion who prioritize their faith above their feelings. That's what it's there for. That's exactly the example that I was giving. Is a shock collar that bad? Apparently, I don't know. I've never tried one. Let's ask Christy Gnome's bimbo-fied husband. I don't give a fuck what you do behind closed doors. I don't care. You guys can be freak nasty all you want, Christy Gnome and her husband. Be freak nasty all you want. I don't give a shit. Just leave the kids out of it. Sounds like he wasn't involving kids. Maybe don't pay hookers. Apparently he was paying hookers for things. I don't know what. I didn't read into it that much because I don't care that much. There's all these people like, oh, this is fuck, and I mean, dudes don't post it. Probably not the best idea, man. especially with your face in it. Don't do that. But yeah, I don't care what you do. Just don't involve children, and like I said, keep it private, consensual between adults, preferably behind closed doors. That's the goal. That is the goal. Let's see. Childs argued her First Amendment rights were violated because the law prohibited her from engaging in talk therapy with clients who want her help to reduce or eliminate unwanted sexual attractions or change sexual behaviors. They should be able to do so. Writing the majority decision for the court, Justice Neil Gorsuch agreed, saying Colorado's law censors speech based on viewpoint. The First Amendment stands as a bulwark against any effort to prescribe an orthodoxy of views reflecting a belief that each American enjoys an inalienable right to speak his mind and a faith in the free marketplace of ideas as the best means for finding truth, the opinion reads. The justices emphasized that Child's talk therapy involves no physical interventions or medications. Good. The decision sends the case back to the lower courts. Damn it. The Colorado officials had said the law does not regulate speech, but instead regulates the conduct of professionals providing mental health treatment. They also argued the law does not prohibit discussions of gender identity or sexual orientation. Yeah, maybe not discussions, but not discussions that could lead the person away from the degeneracy. That's what it does. That's what the law probably does. It tells them that they cannot. The way that this Colorado law, I'm assuming, I haven't read it, I'm assuming it makes them have to affirm, which is one of the problems with counseling right now. One of the reasons that I don't go on to get my master's in psychological counseling. I might go ahead and do it anyways, just to be somebody who pushes against the bullshit. That's an idea. We got one for my dog. As a kid, I shocked myself to see, and it's seriously painful. We got rid of the collar. Well, damn. Good on you for being empathetic with your animal and seeing how hurtful that probably was. Sucks that you... I mean, hey, you figured it out. Man, sucks for the dogs that do have those. But the majority of the justices said the First Amendment's protections extend to licensed professionals as much as they do everybody else. Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, the DEI hire, was the only one to dissent, arguing her fellow justices had failed to consider the context that Childs was speaking as a medical professional and that the First Amendment principles have far less salience when the speakers are medical professionals. What? No, they don't. You're objectively incorrect. You are objectively fucking incorrect, you stupid bitch. Childs is not speaking in the ether. She's providing therapy to minors as a licensed healthcare professional, Jackson wrote. Yeah, and the kids should be able to seek this out. The parents should be able to bring their kids to this situation. In a post on social media, Colorado's Attorney General Phil Weiser, called the ruling wrong. Conversion therapy is condemned by all medical associations, he said. That's not about speech. Well, the medical associations are freaking bought and paid by Rainbow Mafia. So, yeah. Andromeda. It's Tiffany 69. Okay, so this person, did you drop into the chat on Saturday, Tiffany 6967? You said the same exact thing, which I thought was a request for a song, but might be you shilling somebody else's stuff. I don't know. If you don't have anything to contribute to the live chat, shut the fuck up and don't be a spammer. If that's what you are. I'm assuming you might be. If you're not, my apologies and welcome to the Dozer Den. But if you're a spammer, don't fucking spam links and stuff that is not contributing to the conversation. Just saying. Don't be that guy. I'm not that guy, man. I'm not that guy. If you're not a spammer, I apologize. Oh, look at that. Telling me to charge my watch before bed. I will probably ignore that and forget. If you're a real person, Tiffany. No, you're okay, Hamburglar Helper. You're okay. It was fine. Yeah, stop spamming. No. You're fine. All right. Rainbow Mafia is also known as the Alphabet Bullies. Andromeda spamming on many channels. Gay. Don't be a spammer. It's gay. Probably gonna get a thumbs down on the stream now. Hooray. Where were we at? More than 20 U.S. states have banned conversion therapy for minors, The ruling comes after the justices appeared skeptical of the law when hearing oral arguments in the case last October. Childs sued over the Colorado law in 2022, and multiple lower-level courts denied a request to pause the enforcement of the law last year because a lot of freaking courts are full of commie faggots. It has nothing to do with sexuality, they're just fags. Last year, she appealed to the Supreme Court. More than 1,300 practitioners across the U.S. offer conversion therapy, according to a 2023 Trevor Project report. The LGBT advocacy group's leader, James Black, said in a statement, the court's decision was painful. Oh, not as painful as when you take it up the ass. The Supreme Court's, and I'm not judging you, do that if you want, but, be careful, use lube. The Supreme Court's decision to treat the dangerous practice of conversion therapy as constitutionally protected speech is a tragic step backward for our country that will put young lives at risk. Really quick, though, there is no such thing as a trans child. There is no such thing as a trans child. There are only confused children and psychotic parents that enable. The efforts, no matter what proponents call them, no matter what any court says, are still proven to cause lasting psychological harm. You know what? I would say that the older males getting it on with young teen boys probably does a little bit more psychological harm. Just saying. There you are, Hairy Toe. Bacon. Oh, wait. Thumb bacon. Thumb bacon. Crab. The American Medical Association rejects the idea that same-sex attraction or non-conforming gender identity are mental disorders, saying the claim is not supported by medical evidence. Again, who paid for that? Who paid for these statements? The Rainbow fucking Mafia did. So when the BBC tries to do this appeal to authority with the American Medical Association or this group or that group, no. They say, I skipped a paragraph. Critics of conversion therapy said it can be emotionally harmful, cause mental health issues, and increase the risk of suicide. I mean, if it's the trannies, then 41% of them are going to go anyways. Some practitioners rely on talk therapy or prayer, but extreme cases have subjected patients to physical violence or food deprivation. That's not okay. You can't beat the gay out of them. It's not going to work. Talk with them. That's what you should do. Talk with them. If they want treatment, they want some coping skills to deal with their impulses, that is fine. They should be able to do so. Faggotry abounds in Colorado and many other places, from what I have seen. Hey, look at that! The Front Porch Media, is this live? Yes, it's supposed to be. Shit. I don't know if it's still live on, oh, gosh darn it. Let's see. Let me see, actually. Let me do a refresh. It might have gone to the same live stream on BitChute, or it might have done a short... It did a short one. Shit. No, the BitChute didn't restart. Damn, that sucks. Oh, well. Well, we got a thumbs down. Gay. On BitChute. Cool. Overachieving over there. But... Anyways, guys. I did say we are going to have to keep it a little bit short tonight. Just Clockwork Orange them and make them watch But I'm a Cheerleader a few hundred times in a row. Yes, Singland. That's a good idea. Who are we going to raid to tonight, guys? Who are we going to raid to? We had a short show tonight. We are going to raid out. Let me see. I hate that the stream cut off like that. Cut off the BitChute and other... Did we cut off again? No? Let me go over here really quick. Okay, we're good. Good deal. Two thumbs down. Oh, we got 2 thumbs down here on Rumble too. Hooray! Fuck you guys who thumbs downed it. Have a good night. God bless you. That is what it is. Let's see. We got 69 views on the show so far. I will be back on Thursday. Normal size stream, most likely. Really quick, I'm going to shout out the reposters and the commenters. Tiffany6967 followed the channel 11 months ago. What? I'm assuming that's supposed to be 11 minutes ago, Rumble. Rumble is rumbling! Neurodivergent 1 with a repost, CW with a repost, Maverick Gaming with a repost, Selva Sojourner with a repost, and myself with the new one. Appreciate you guys. We had new followers: Fred Fury, Need for Kid. Pagic 68. New followers. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate you. And I will interact with the reposts, the comments, and the likes, because I do appreciate you guys helping this channel grow in whatever way you can help the channel grow. Inverted World Live is fun. Sweet! We will send you guys over to Inverted World. We'll raid out. Is he live right now? Let me see. Gosh, he is still live, isn't he? Hey, got quite a few people watching. I'll send you guys over to Shane Cashman, Space Lawyer. Hilarious mofo, in my opinion. I hope he's not about to wrap up. And we will raid you guys out to him. Do a /raid. Just a second here. But first, we will play the Dozer Den theme song. A couple minutes in, and I will activate the raid. Got that. Good deal. We're going to raid over on Pilled.net as well. We'll raid out to Third Railify over there on Pilled. Like I said, shorter show tonight. I'm going to be hanging out with Lady Dozer for a little bit. Maybe do some dishes or something. I don't know. And go to sleep because I have early meetings in the morning. So let us get down to the Dozer Den theme song, and we'll send you guys over that way. Appreciate each and every one of you watching this episode of the Dozer Den. Y'all have been freaking fantastic. Hope you guys have a great rest of the night and enjoy Inverted World.
Land of power, land of might, exceptional rage, endless fight, patriot bulldozer, leading the way, crushing all foes, making them pay. Flag in hand, fury in eyes, screams of pride, ignoring lies, iron grip, ruthless and cold, American dream, fierce and bold, bow before the storm, unstoppable wave, marching forward, no soul to save, bulldozers wrath, tearing apart, exceptionalism, fire in the heart, no retreat, no surrender, bulldozers force, a savage offender, red, white, blue, burning bright, in the chaos he finds delight, blazing trails of destruction left, in the name of the blessed of theft, freedom's price, a crimson blade, bulldozer, savage of legend made, bow before the storm, unstoppable wave, marching forward, no soul to save,
No, your timer is not off. I had to restart the stream because when you stream with Canvas Beta and you're live streaming to locals for 30 minutes and it cuts you off at 30 minutes, it cuts every other stream off at 30 minutes as well. That's the issue. So I had to restart the stream. So we got an hour and 40 minutes. Thank you guys so much for being here for the short stream. I have to be up early. I have to go to bed early tonight. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. Should be a regular length stream on Thursday. Y'all have a good one.